Time will tell which comedian gets the last laugh. Patty Kaufman, CBS News, Los Angeles.
Michael Schneider, television editor at Variety, has also been following the story since it broke and joins us this morning. Hi, Michael. Good morning.
Hi, Maggie. How's it going?
Well, thank you. Can you explain why, if Leno is doing as anticipated, as NBC claims, they're feeling so much pressure to move the show now?
Well, right now it's all about the stations. You know, their 11 o'clock newscasts are very important to them, and with Jay at 10, their ratings are down dramatically, especially after November, the big sweeps month came out. That was a big problem for these stations, and they finally had enough, and they were threatening to revolt, so NBC had to make a move now.
So people are not watching Jay at 10, and therefore they're not watching the news that follows at 11, and the local stations are not happy about that. So in the meantime, NBC...
And then now it's hurting Conan.
And now it's hurting Conan because they're not switching back to Conan either after the news. So now here's NBC in this unenviable position of trying to keep two big names happy at the same network. Can they do that?
Right. Well, it's tough. I mean, they managed to do it this fall by putting Jay on at 10 and Conan at 11:30. But, you know, I don't know. This is going to be a tough one. If I'm Conan O'Brien today, I've got a lot of decisions in front of me. Do I stick with this network but take my lumps and move to midnight? Or do I look at my other options, other networks, cable, syndication? You know, it remains to be seen if Conan's going to stick around.
If you were a betting man, what do you think he'll do?
That's a tough one. You know, it's you know, there aren't a lot of options out there. ABC's already got Nightline and late night. Fox doesn't have a late night right now. Syndication doesn't necessarily work for talk shows. But on the flip side, do I want to, you know, sort of, you know, put my tail between my legs and go to midnight? It's sort of a tacit admission that, you know what, it didn't work out 11:30, and I don't know if Conan's going to want to do that either. So he's got a tough decision in front of him.
If they both do stay, who gets to keep the Tonight Show name?
Well, it looks like what would happen is Jay Leno at 11:30 would be the Jay Leno Show, and then at midnight it would be the Tonight Show with Conan O'Brien. So at the very least, Conan would keep that title and that storied Tonight Show franchise.
So at the end of the day, who wins and who loses here?
Well, the big winner right now is Jay Leno. He gets to move back to 11:30, which is where he dominated late night for 15 years. Regardless of whether or not he does half an hour or an hour, he loves doing that monologue, like he's said over and over again. He just wants to tell jokes on television, and he loves that 11:30 time slot. So if anyone won yesterday, well, it was two folks. It was Leno, and it was the NBC affiliates, which now finally, hopefully, get a real lead in again at 10 o'clock.
All right, Michael Schneider, thank you so much.
Absolutely.
We want to check back in with Dave, who's outside now with another check.